Hello reformers and welcome back to Gekokujo 3.1. Now when we left off we had just attempted to take yet another castle from the Mogami clan. We were successful however in taking their town. So what we have here is a slight patrol, which I'm not very happy about because we are going to rush to the aid of our farmers. I very much would like to keep our farmers as happy as possible because you know them, they're not going to be able to do their jobs and get us our money, I suppose you could say, if we don't actually help them out a little bit here and there. So I'm going to try and deal as much damage as I can in eliminating these scoundrels attacking innocent villagers. How dare they do such a thing, right? Yeah, absolutely terrible of them, isn't it? Okay, so let's just, slash him again. There we go, we killed him. Oh, that was actually pretty impressive. Good work, Bruce, good work. Alright, so what I've done actually is I have recruited a couple of people to, you know, sort of get additional units in the various garrisons. I've only done that to the nearby town of Kubota at the moment. I did not think that it would be a good idea to leave the nearby castle alone because I kind of thought that it might be a nice idea just to round that off. I know I said in the previous episode that it would be a nice idea to eliminate the Nambu clan, but I don't really know whether I should do that right now. I think I should probably just focus on sort of consolidating this area because, I mean, look at this. It's all by itself. I think if we had a castle here that maybe we could give to Hyogonosuke or something like that, that might make much more sense. So I'm thinking we're probably going to try and do that. The one problem I'm having though is that we only have 4 ninjas, which is going to make things very, very difficult indeed. Has Francisco actually leveled up? No, he's taking a very long time to level up, if at all he's going to level up, which is really quite a shame. Now, yes, we are still having problems with the lady. I would very much like to complete these quests, so again, as I've said many, many times before, I'm probably going to try and get down there at some point, but it is very, very difficult to find the time to do that, especially considering so many of our fiefs are currently being raided and maybe even besieged sometimes. So obviously I need to be a little bit careful about that. As you can see, yet again, yeah, that village was looted by Lord Kita. I don't really like him very much. He seems to be quite an annoyance. And there you go. It seems to have reverted back to normal levels. As you can see here, we're only gaining 2,000. Because before we were gaining just absurd amounts, so yes, at least it's gone back to normal, although I'm not particularly happy about that in general. I actually would have loved for it to have stayed at a pretty high amount, because obviously then that would make everything much easier. But yeah, my plan for the future is going to be that I'm going to try and take... Well, I'm going to try and eliminate the Nambu clan. Obviously that is just a given, you know, obviously we are going to do that. But I think other than that, I'm thinking obviously the Mogami clan is going to be something that we will try to eliminate. But if they want to declare peace with us, I will not stop them. If they you know, offer us peace and extend the olive branch or whatever, you know, the white doves and all that sort of thing, then I will be actually pretty happy to accept that, because as it stands right now, I am not entirely confident in us being able to eliminate the Mogami clan because they have a very large territory that is spread out quite wide. So if we were going to take their castles and things like that, it would make things very difficult to defend. So I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to do something like that. If we are, then, well, you know, good luck to us, basically. Good luck to us, and we're going to try and see whether that can actually happen. And I'm going to get shot a little bit here, just moving a little bit out of the way. Thank you very much. And maybe I can... Is that guy shooting through the wall? That guy is shooting through the wall. I am absolutely appalled. I demand... I don't even know what I'm going to demand, to be honest, because I was literally going to say, I demand first-class service in this restaurant for some reason. Yeah. It doesn't really work, does it? No, that particularly does not work. Okay, anyway, let's just take these guys out. I don't really want to go into melee here, but I suppose I'm going to have to because it is the quickest way to eliminate them. Although maybe not, because if I was able to get headshots consistently, I would very much easily be able to eliminate them with my ranged weapon. But yeah, again, I kind of like to keep my arrows a little bit more, because you never know when you're going to need them a little bit later on, and then you're just stuck, just standing there like an idiot, like Bruce usually does. No, I'm kidding, of course. It's usually me. And yeah, the demon reformist has possessed Bruce, because usually he's a very good fighter, but as soon as the demon has possessed him, oh, you know bad things are gonna happen. Yes, exactly. So let's see if we can take these guys out. Come on, Bruce. I'm going to try and give you my utmost accuracy and power to eliminate those skirmishers. There we go. Seems like we're actually doing pretty well, considering. I'm a bit worried about actually just having people kill us right now, because this is where we died beforehand. Yeah. Okay, yeah. They seem much more likely to kill you in this area, which is a bit weird. I suppose it's because of the bottleneck, but I'd like to just get by here, please. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, here we go. Yeah, look at this. This is the reason why they're able to kill you so much easier, because they have spears. All of them have spears, apart from this guy who seems to want to get in my grill. It's not very nice of him, is it? Okay, let's just kill this guy. There we go. Kill him. There we go. Very nice. Slice away, please. Yes. I'm going to chop you into a Caesar salad. Why? Why is everything food all of a sudden? Literally, I said restaurant, first-class restaurant, you know, service in this first-class restaurant, and then I'm saying Caesar salad and all kinds of things. Weird. That is very, very weird. Next thing you know, I'm going to be talking about tea and biscuits. Of course. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't talk about tea and biscuits? I was expecting to die there, so that's why I wasn't really, you know, trying to survive too much, because as you can see, all of our units are going to be eliminated as well. I'm actually a bit worried about this. Should I just retreat once again and go back in? But the thing is, no, I don't think I need to do that. Look at all of our retainers and veteran spearmen, and yeah, we actually do have some Hatamoto archers that have still survived. I'm actually really surprised about that, because you know them. You know Hatamoto units. Hatamoto units are usually the ones that will be like, oh, I'm just going to ignore your surgery skill completely, and they're just going to get killed, you know, randomly. You know, that's usually how it goes, hilariously enough, which is actually kind of sad and pathetic at the same time, because you spend all that time training up those Hatamoto units, and then, boom, they get shot by a gunner or something, and then they just die, and they have no opportunity to, you know, get knocked unconscious. Oh, it seems like a Hatamoto archer has proven me wrong, and then another one proved me right. All right. A little bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, it's really, really weird, because I know that it is just random chance, and it's basically just rolling the dice, but I always find it really, really strange how every single time, if you have, let's say you're actually doing really well, and you have an entire army of Hatamoto units, and let's say you also have, let's say you have about 200 maximum army size, and 150 of those are like peasant villager units, you know, so just veteran elite spearmen, elite archers, skirmishers, etc., etc. And then 50 of those are the finest Hatamoto units, no matter what they are, you know, cavalry, infantry, or archers. And let's say you have that composition. And if you go into a siege or a battle or something like that, where you're actually evenly matched, or maybe just a little bit more powerful than the opponent, then every single time I have ever seen something like that, with the exception of steamrolls, of course, because obviously I'm talking about a vassal that has a pretty decent army against you. But I'm talking about that kind of scenario where you're going up against them, and then miraculously the enemy is able to kill, and I'm not talking about unconsciousness here, I'm talking about killing your units. And it's really strange how that always happens. It is just, I don't even know why, because some of the time I have about 7 or maybe even 8 in surgery, and that's going to cause me to have, what is it, 32%, 36% chance, plus the, you know, passive chance that you just in general have of being knocked unconscious, because obviously there is a passive chance every single time you get, you know, hit, or, well, not you, but every single time one of the units gets hit, then you do have an opportunity and a chance to survive that, even with 0 surgery. So there's also that. So I think that's about 20% as far as I'm aware. I think I seem to recall someone telling me that a while ago, that it was 20% passive chance, and then you have on top of that about 40% if you have 10 in surgery or something like that. And then there are a bunch of other factors like what kind of weapons the enemy is using and all that sort of thing. As far as I'm aware, I could be incorrect about some of these points, but in general, that's how I've come to understand it. And it's just really weird when you have, well, basically a 65, 70, maybe even a 75, 80% chance for a unit to be knocked unconscious, and it just so happens that the majority of the units that take the killing blow are Hatamoto units. I don't know why that would be. I have no idea why that would be, but it just seems maybe if you have an overwhelming amount of a particular one type of unit, maybe it's the game saying, hey, you should probably try for some more unit diversity or something along those lines. Maybe that's the sort of thing that's going on there. But anyway, there's 185 dead, and we now have an opportunity to take, oh yeah, some really nice units right here. I'm actually going to just take all of these. Can I take all of these? Please let me take all of these. I'd very much appreciate it. I mean, look at these. These are really, really nice. I mean, we have some Date officers here. Seems like we're turning into kind of a Date user right now, which is kind of a bit weird. Okay, I'm going to take some Yojimbos there. I'm going to take some ninjas, because we're going to need some of those, of course. I'm going to take some of those too. Should we take some hired guards, veteran and hired warriors? Why not? Let's just take some of those. I'm going to take a banner carrier as well. Hojo retainer always sounds good. And what else do I want to take here? Well, that's the thing. Well, I guess we'll take one of those and some more hired guards, because they do become ninjas, and we do need some more of those, so why not? Alright, so there is a Wakizashi. Unfortunately, no one is using one-handed weapons as far as I'm aware. Seems like they've all swapped out their... Did they literally swap out all their arrows and then they took all their arrows back? That is absolutely hilarious. I don't even know what's going on with them right now, but yes, there you go. As you can see, these are the banners. 480 weapon reach. That's absolutely insane. Alright, so yeah, I now have a full inventory, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's okay. We can now move on. I'm going to defer appointment of a lord once more. I still have not awarded the castle of Kubota, well, technically the town of Kubota, but yeah. Anyway, I think that is fine. And everyone seems to be good. Whoa, 5 Date officers right off the bat there. That is pretty amazing, if I do say so myself. Seems like we gained a huge amount of experience for doing this, which is really, really cool, in my opinion. I don't know... wait, the Date clan are the ones with the mounted... what is it? Mounted gunners now, I believe, yes. So I'm going to be trying to train some of those up. Oh, yeah. I think I might like to actually... actually get some villager units in here, and I'm going to see which faction has the best spearmen, because I feel like the spearmen have been upgraded somewhat. They seem to have been made much better than they used to be in the previous versions of Gekokujo that I played. So I'm really, really pleased about that. Anyway, let's see if anyone decides to turn up. I'm basically daring the Mogami clan vassals to defend against us right now, because they don't seem to be taking a very active role in the defense of their faction, which is very strange indeed. I mean, I would have expected them to be a little bit more active, but maybe their solution is just to be on the offensive end of things. So maybe they're just like, oh, but if he's taking this, then I might as well raid this village, and so on and so forth. I actually am kind of annoyed by that, because if they would actually come back here, then we might have a chance at taking them prisoner, and I think that would be much better. Yeah, as you can see, Lord Kita from the Nambu clan, you are annoying. You are very annoying, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay, so where is he right now? Oh, he went all the way up there, didn't he? Oh, you are annoying. That is the only village that was untouched. And that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to leave it untouched as well, because that would have been really, really good. Oh well, never mind. We now have 30 strength, which is insane. We're going to be improving our power draw once again, and we're just going to be making everything reasonably good, I suppose. I really should get a new bow for myself and then just give my bow to someone else. I think that might be a nice idea. Lady Nagako is visiting Morioka as well, which is really cool. So let's have a look. Wow. Alright, strong war Yumi. Okay, so as you can blatantly see, I do not have enough money to be able to sustain this. I mean, look at that. It only gives me 3 more damage, but 3 more damage is pretty decent as far as I'm aware. And we also have a large bag of ceremonial arrows, which is actually pretty nice, you know, too. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here and buy this. I do have, I think, about 16,000 or so in the treasury, maybe even more at this point, but I do have a pretty decent amount, so it would be quite nice to see what we can do about actually, you know, purchasing something good, I guess. I mean, we have a pretty good Nagamaki right now, so it's not really necessary to get anything else, I don't think. But yeah, anyway, let's go and see what's in the inn here. Maybe we can get another companion. Ah, Tojiko! I remember Tojiko. Tojiko is a fantastic companion. Why so gloomy, friend? Yes, I'm sorry about what happened to your husband. Apparently he died. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Ooh, a book merchant as well. I'd love to be able to purchase one of these. Okay, so this is intelligence, that is leadership. Wow, you can actually get intelligence from a book? That's cool. Well, obviously in real life you can, but I did not realize that you could actually get stats in Gekokujo here, so that's pretty cool. Otherwise, there's leadership, engineering, weapon master, and trade. I think I'm probably going to go for the leadership one, but let's actually just exit here real quick and see how much leadership no, I don't even need leadership. Yeah, I forgot about that. I did actually modify that slightly because he used to be the shogun of the entirety of Japan. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.